G'day guys, today I'm going to teach you how to use a test light to find a blown fuse in your vehicle. Right, so first up, setting up your test lamp so you can use it. Alright, so the clamp end is always going to be the earth or negative. So for this test we're just going to use the battery negative. And you want to use the probe end just to touch either of the metal contacts on either side of the fuse. You see how the test lamp's lighting up when contacted on both sides. So that means that there's voltage or current running from either side of that fuse and all the way through, so we know that fuse is okay. Okay, so this is a blown fuse. So this is what a blown fuse will look like. You'll have power supply on one side but no power supply on the other. And then so once you've located the blown fuse, pull it out. It's blown, so then we just replace it and then we can go on. It's fixed. Alright guys, so now you know how to use the test lamp to check a fuse. Now we've got to work on how do we find the fuse that's blown. So firstly, you've got to obviously find out what's not working. So say your cigarette lighter is not supplying power, which is a pretty common one. People overloading them. So what we'd have to do is go to the owner's manual, and you can find this stuff online too. But in this Land Cruiser owner's manual, you can see that it only shows fuse box locations. It doesn't actually show the individual fuses for each item. So you've got to think about it a little bit. So Land Cruiser has one in the engine bay and one in the passenger footwell. So the cigarette lighter is more than likely not in the engine bay. It's more than likely in the footwell. So that's where we're going to check for it. Okay guys, so in the Land Cruiser the fuse box is behind this little trim. So we'll just take that off. And now you can see on the back of the fuse lid, it gives you a list of all the fuses, all the sizes of the fuses, and their location in the fuse box. So it makes it really easy. So now we've got all that info, we can check the cigarette lighter fuse, which you can see right there, the 15 amp, and we'll just make sure it's okay. So it's lighting up on either side of the fuse, so we know the cigarette lighter fuse is fine in this car. Now if your car cigarette lighter fuse was blown, just like before, all you would see is that the light in your test lamp would come on one side, and on the other side it wouldn't come on. Now the other way to check it, turn the ignition off, pop that fuse out, then have a good look. It's not blown, it's not split or anything, so we know that fuse is fine. Just another check to make sure, and that's pretty much all you got to do.